I'm Dina. I am the P.O.M.B.A coordinator for T.P.O.M.B.A and also one of the P.O.M.B leaders for T.P.O.M.B.A Thornhill Richmond Hill group. I would like to share with you today how you do tagging for the spring-summer sale. So I know a lot of you have thought about participating in the sale before and perhaps found it a little bit daunting, so I thought I'd go over some of the ways to prepare yourself and not feel so intimidated by tagging for the sale. So let me go through what I have to start off. So here I have the guidelines. Now I know you probably can't read that, but basically I printed this off the TPOMBA.org website. I just went into tpomba.org, clicked on the upcoming event for the spring-summer sale, and there's a link there on how to prepare your stuff for the sale, and I printed it out. Now I know that there looks to be a lot of rules. Peruse through it. This is a complete instruction book here of how to do it. Some of the things to pay attention to is what is accepted and what is not accepted at the sale, and we can talk about that in another video, but today I just want to go over how to tag. So what you're going to need is you're going to need index cards like this. They're like the recipe cards that you write on. You can get this at any store that sells school supplies, and they're pretty inexpensive. You can get them at the dollar store. You're going to need some safety pins. Please, not the tiny ones. These ones I actually got from the last sale. They give them out to some of the volunteers, or you can go and buy them anywhere where they sell sewing supplies. I have some elastic bands that I use to tie together some of the hangers. Speaking of which, hangers. I like to use children's hangers, and you must be wondering, well, where do you get enough hangers to put all your stuff on? Because all of your clothing items must be hung on hangers. Well, what I do is I go into a store that sells children's clothing. For example, a lot of these I got from Joe Fresh. You can also go to Carter's. And what they actually do is they throw away their hangers. So if you ask them, they'll give you a bunch of children's hangers, and they're the perfect size for all your stuff, and they're free. Okay, so let me give you an example of how I tag. So first I take out one of the items I want to sell, and I take a look at it first. I have to give it a little once over just to make sure there's no stains or anything that would make this less than great quality. So once I've checked it over, I also take a look at the tag to see what the size is. Now please don't necessarily write the size that it says on the tag. What you want to do is you want to follow the sizing conventions that are in the rules. It's really very simple. 0 to 6 months, 6 to 12, and then it goes 12, 18, 24, and then size 2, 3, 4, and etc. So please try and follow those sizing conventions, not put a range unless it's 0 to 6 or 6 to 12 months. So then what I do is I take out one of my recipe cards, and I've already written this one out, and I'm going to put first a description of the item, and here I wrote short sleeve onesie. Some people choose to also write the color or something a little bit more in the description, so that way when you get these cards back after the sale, you can see exactly what you sold, and it also might help you to know that your tags are staying on the proper item. So description, and then I put the size as per the sizing convention, and then I put in a price. Now the price, some people say, well, how do I price my items? It is completely up to you. Keep in mind that if you want your items to sell, you're going to want to price it for the lowest price that you're willing to let go of the item for. A general rule that a lot of people use is the retail price at 1/3 of that price that you paid or would pay at retail. Please, for this sale, use whole numbers. So don't put any cents. In the past, we had allowed increments of 25 cents, but for this one, we're trying to keep it simple. So whole dollar amounts are preferred, and that's what we're asking you to do. Now then you put your name at the bottom, and that's how we know who to give the proceeds to, and you get back a certain amount depending on whether you volunteer or not and how much you volunteer. So last name, all caps, comma, first name. So there is my tag. Really simple to do, and my next video I'm going to show you some tips on how to do this in a quick way. So now that I have that, I'm going to want to pin it on. So I'm going to grab a pin, And what I do is I like to do just once through like that. And then I like to find a spot on the item where I'm not going to damage it terribly and also where it's not going to get in the way of the hanger. So I'll just probably pin it right here, go through and close it up. And now I have my tag on and it's very visible, as you can see. I'm going to grab a hanger. So here's a hanger. It doesn't matter what it says on the hanger, just that it is on one. Put it on, or maybe I'll put it the other way actually. And now I'm done tagging one item. And what you're going to want to do is once you've got it ready, you're going to want to keep same size items together because later on I'm going to show you how to bundle them together. Hope you've enjoyed this little video and see you soon.